Hello, my name is Cena Bell Holes. When my son was 2 years old, his legs were paralyzed by polio. So I loaded him up on a train and we went east to Missouri where I met with a polio specialist. That specialist stood over my baby's bed and said, "He'll never walk again." So I scooped my baby up, got back on the train, went back to our farm, where I devised a regime of therapies for his legs. Hydrotherapies, hot oils and massage, passive motion. His father built a harness for our big black dog so our son could hang on to the harness, and as the dog moved slowly, our boy could move with him, and Penny Dog became his walker. Ray always had a noticeable limp, but my boy walked. In elementary school, he apprenticed with a local shoemaker, learned how to sew leather, decided he had an affinity for leather, set up a shop at our farm, and started repairing anything neighbors had that was broken and made out of leather, including lots and lots of saddles. He realized that there were saddles that were more comfortable to ride than others because of the pain that he had in his hips from the polio. He was really sensitive to that. And he began a lifelong study of what made a saddle comfortable and others not. He built his first saddle in 1934 in that bunkhouse shop. He'd never been to a saddle shop. He'd never seen a saddle made. He took the saddle to a neighbor's ranch to help do some roundup. The neighbor, Mr. Taylor, asked to ride it, decided the saddle was comfortable, bought that saddle, and then ordered another for his wife. And that was the beginning of Ray Holes Saddle Company. I worked the shipyards in World War II and stayed in Oregon to get my nursing degree. And I came back to Idaho where I love to deliver babies. So I made sure I was the nurse on duty when my grandson, Gerald Ray Holes, was born. He became a saddle maker too. And at age 75, I worked 2 shifts so I could be the delivery room nurse for my granddaughter, my great-granddaughter, Jeri Mae Holes. I am that great-granddaughter.
Oh.
And I got to be a friend of my great-grandmother because she lived until age 97.
Wow.
And I became a college business teacher, and my students like stories of lessons I learned at the saddle shop the best. So I taught community college classes, and now my daughter and my husband and I operate Ray Holes Leather Care Products, a separate business from the saddle company with recipes that my father and grandfather generated.